Hey, what's good, Pisces? Just tarot messages, whatever. Anyways, let's go ahead and get it. It's for whomever. What's good? Yeah, miracles. You can be seeing a lot of sevens. Or, lucky streak. Something's gonna be a miracle. Some of you guys, you may have to change the way you're thinking, or change your maybe change your thinking habits or something. Anyways, it's like you're being asked to change a part of yourself that no longer feels like the person you've become or are becoming. Change isn't always easy, but letting go of this outdated part of yourself will allow you to align with your true self. And it says break free. You're being asked to break free from the tribe in order to live your authentic life. It's kind of weird because I just seen 11th house on the bottom of the deck on this other one, and I was feeling something about friends or something like that, or so-called friends or peers, or I don't know. Maybe you're like, you got a social status or whatever. This isn't easy, but it's very necessary if you're going to share your true self with others. Be brave, be real, be you, and trust that those who love you will always be there for you. Yeah. So some of you guys, you may have to break away from people that you don't resonate with anymore. Like, that's how you used to think, or that's how you used to be, or that's how whatever. And it's just like, that's not you, or you're starting to notice that you're becoming bitter, angry, and jealous, and all this other weird shit. And it's like, I'm not usually this type of person now. It's because the fucking people that some of you guys are around, so-called friends or so-called tribe. No offense. I'm not saying that they're like, sometimes you just gotta see who you are when you're alone. You gotta step back. I usually don't take two. My bad. It's not that I don't take two. I usually don't. Well, I'm not doing it right now because it requires me to be in here. Give me a second. It would require me to be in here longer than I want to be. Anyways, you gotta step back. You're being asked to step back from your life in order to gain perspective. I was feeling like that too. When you're too close to a situation, it can be hard to make a decision, span out, and view your life from a distance so you can get the perspective needed. Some of you guys, you can be men or women. And some of you guys, it's going to be about somebody else that you're with that have these type of people around them. Influences. People who influence them to do, I just want to do hood rat shit with my friends and stuff like that. Somebody want to smoke with cigarettes, they're fine. It is what it is. Maybe you're trying to quit. You don't want to smoke with cigarettes anymore. Or whatever the case may be. You don't have to be a Pisces sun sign. Let's get it. What's going on, Pisces? Yeah, I had a reading. It was like something about following the 3 blind mice. So yeah, it could be a situation. You following 3 blind mice, people who don't, like, how can you follow these people? They're blind. They don't see shit. They don't see themselves. They don't see how they are. They don't see shit. But you see though. You're the only one out of them that sees. They don't see shit. They're following each other, thinking that, they can find a way, or they know how to get around, because they're following each other even though everybody's blind. It's like, what? So yeah. Yeah, some of you guys got a lot going on. You may have to take a step back to gain perspective when it comes to what's more important to you. This or that. This job, that job. This side hustle, that side hustle. This career, that career. This path, that path. I don't know if it's about money for you. It could be calling you, calling your, another one thing could be calling your soul, the other one could be calling something else. So it's like one thing could be where you're what you're passionate about. It's like, hey, come this way, like, come over here. And then you got something else that you do that you just do because you make money off or whatever the case may be. And it's just like, hey, Pisces, come over here, stay over here with me. You make a lot of money over here. You know what I mean? But even though it makes you fucking sad, and you got to compete and fight, and it upsets you, and there's jealousy involved and envy, come over here. While the other one just kind of like, yeah, it's balanced, it's peaceful, it's harmonious, we get along. Like, it's like, what do you do? So you definitely could be comparing apples and oranges right now. You know what I mean? In any situation. You know. Somebody could be a good speller. Somebody might be shy though. They don't like crowds. Anyways, let's see what's good. Yeah, some of you guys want to break free from something. You want to do it quick. You may have Sag in your chart. You know with the Sag. Why do I feel like that's why? Hold on, let me see. Alright, there we go. It's like mad things flipped around. Mad things flipped around, but a lot of it was major arcanas that I seen. You had like the Chariot and all this other shit. So you definitely somebody driving force. This could be about a natural disaster or just a disaster period. Some of you guys are being asked to step back from something before it gets out of hand. I don't know what this is. This is not for everybody. It could be just a situation or before something like, yeah, Chariot and the Fool. Is this a relationship? Some of you guys may have been like too not yeah, too involved in something. I don't know what type of relationship. It's gonna be any relationship. Some of you guys have been really involved in something to where you've been kind of like giving things the benefit of the doubt. You might have even been a little bit naive, a little reckless, whatever the case may be. But that was the driver. That was the force behind whatever the fuck it is that you was like driven to do. Like it was something was driving you though to keep getting into this, to keep being in it, to keep doing this, keep going, whatever. Something was keeping you there. Or so, I'm not gonna say it was keeping you there. Something was definitely having you 10 toes down, 10 fingers in something. even if it was like foolish at times, even if it was a little reckless, even if it was just like seemed like, oh well, whatever happens. That thing though, something was risky, and that's just how shit is. So you could have definitely been dealing with a Gemini, Cancer, a Cusper, Aquarius. You could have it in your chart too. Got Aries here, Scorpio, Capricorn. I don't know, doesn't matter, but it definitely could have been something you were just like, you were all in. This could be gambling. You playing poker or some shit. Anyways, but yeah, you definitely could have been all in when it comes to a person, lover, partner, whatever the case may be. A little close to the fire, might have not really felt like you were being burned because you're water. So it was just steaming. It was steamy. It was boiling. It was bubbling. But it wasn't like a volcano. It didn't erupt. But the tower is here though. So something fucking disrupted. So this could be you stepping back from a situation to gain perspective about why something either blew up, why something is chaotic, why it was something traumatic, why something was suddenly had shifted, why something. So maybe you have to. This could just be your life. Something blew up. Something could have it could be because it's time for you to do something here. If this is a relationship, something could have blew up because it was like, I'm not gonna say it was time for it to, but it was time for some type of change. Doesn't necessarily mean y'all had to split or anything. It was time for a change within individuals within the relationship. Something was supposed to change, and either either one or both wasn't doing something. So either one person was trying to change, trying to, and the other person wasn't shifting, or vice versa, or, both people weren't changing something. They weren't working there. It wasn't balanced. It was balanced. It was always like this, but it wasn't actually balanced because somebody was paying too much attention to one thing than the other, trying to adapt, which is fine. And if this is just a life, what I mean. This could also be where somebody had juggling or something, whatever. But if this is just like life, you might try to figure out, or this is try to figure out, why did their life blow the fuck up? What happened? Why did this happen? Why did that happen? Maybe because you were supposed to go towards whatever your soul was calling you to go towards. You wasn't doing it. You wasn't moving. You wasn't going towards what you were supposed to be going towards. You weren't working on something, working at something, whatever. It doesn't have to be that deep though. It's not that. It could just be where the drive, the forces you had, the drive forces you had, the willpower, all that you had was going into the wrong thing. And I don't mean it was bad because it was going to the wrong thing. No, it was just like you were putting a lot of your time, energy, effort into one thing, but not the other. Now, if this is within a relationship, it could have been you was putting a lot into, I don't know, the romantic side of it, or just the sexual side of it, and not the whatever other side of it, or whatever the case may be. Certain people got, certain things. This could also be you're trying to figure out if this is just about a person that you're with or whatever. It could just be like, why are they going through all this chaos and upheaval? So you could be adapting to this chaos and upheaval in your relationship. Why? Don't know. You have to take a step back to see why. I can't tell you that. You need to get the perspective for why something is going how it's going, or why something did go how it's going, or whatever, or went how it went, or whatever the case may be. What was the driving force behind this? Was somebody being foolish? Did somebody, what's going on? Was somebody being reckless? Now, this could be something like that too. Somebody driving reckless, but I ain't even get into that. But if this is like love, it's like somebody was just not really compartmentalizing the relationship like in how it needs to be. It was all like together instead of it being like, okay, we have this, we have this, we have this. It was just a bunch of like, okay, we're with each other. And that's just all like, okay, but is there stability? Is there communication? Is there trust? It's like shit wasn't being like fucking dealt with. Motherfuckers wasn't talking about the real important things. And if they were, it was being brushed aside or act like I don't know what the fuck you're talking about or whatever. This could be anything. I'm not going to, Yeah, Seven of Swords. I didn't even know that shit was there. Not only that, somebody could have definitely been lying about a relationship. Somebody could definitely been in other shit too. Oh yeah, somebody had somebody on the side. You were whomever dealing with another person, or living with a particular person. A Queen of Wands, or someone was living with another person, or was in a relationship with somebody else. You or somebody else is in a relationship with another another female, or another male, but another female. That's why something blew the fuck up. I mean, come on now. It's not hard to tell. You could be dealing with a Virgo. Whatever. I'm out. Or you could have it in your chart, or vice versa, and all that good stuff. As soon as I get this shit like that, I ain't about to sit here and, So people know usually what's going on and why shit happened. And they don't want to admit to anything, or they like to pretend like they don't know what the fuck going on and what happened. Is because of, I mean, what's going on. Stop playing. Motherfuckers was lying, they was sneaking around, they was cheating, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm out. Thanks for the likes.